Hey, good morning. I just wanted to put up a quick video about a dream that I had a couple days ago, and also I wanted to talk about something that I've seen going on. First, I'll talk about what I've seen going on. So, I've seen a lot of brothers and sisters that I'm not subscribed to making videos about either like correction of another one, but not necessarily in a nice way, or people nitpicking like about what somebody said, or if they made like a mistake on a video or something like that. And the Lord just keeps pressing upon me to talk about how that really upsets him. Like, he doesn't want people, especially in this late hour, to be worried about necessarily what other people are doing. And the thing is, no one person knows everything, and we all prophesy in part. And I just feel like it's a distraction from the enemy to do that, to be worried about what if other people are saying exactly what they should be saying. Or, I mean, of course, we all need to use discernment and go to the Lord with these things and stuff like that. And if you find something out from the Lord about this person, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go on YouTube and make an entire video about it, persecuting them. Or, and then, like, some people have been saying, like, I love you so much, but I disagree with you on this and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're allowed to disagree with them, but it's a distraction and it's a waste of time and energy to make such a big deal about it. So it's interesting that every day I read, every morning I read this book, Jesus Calling. And it's interesting, when the Lord was telling me about putting this out last night, about making a video about telling people not to be fighting and like everything that I've been talking about. Then I open up today's and I'll just go ahead and read it. What it says. It says, "My children make a pastime of judging one another and themselves, but I am the only capable judge, and I have acquitted you through my own blood. Your acquittal came at, at the price of my unparalleled sacrifice. That is why I am highly offended when I hear my children judge one another or indulge in self-hatred. If you live close to me and absorb my word, the Holy Spirit will guide and correct you as needed. There is no condemnation for those who belong to me." Now, also, this was kind of like a personal confirmation for me, because it says also, indulge in self-hatred. Now, I say that because, I mean, I wasn't like hating myself or anything like that, but just like being discouraged and everything recently about like posting videos and stuff like that. So that's like, I feel like the Lord was like telling me, like, don't let the enemy like come and make you feel crappy or whatever. And also, it's not about like what I think or it's not about me at all anyways. So I mean, my comfort in all of this is, sorry, my arm just gets tired. My comfort in all of this is that regardless of what I think about this or what other people's opinion is about me doing this, doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I feel like I'm doing what the Lord wants me to do. That's the most important to me. So even if, you know, none of these videos help anybody, which hopefully they help somebody. But even if they don't, I can feel relief and joy knowing that I did what he asked me to do. That when I stand in front of him and he says to me, say I didn't put out the videos, and he says to me, "Why didn't you put out these videos?" Well, I mean, what was I going to say? Oh, because I didn't think it was going to help anybody? That's not my place to say that. So, or to do that. So, I guess basically what I'm saying is he's really like just, like, I rebuked the enemy a whole bunch yesterday, and I just feel like so much better than I did yesterday. And I don't, I feel like spiritually strengthened, like little by little, each video I do, and especially like from yesterday, I feel much better. So praise Jesus for that. I love when he does that. I love when I feel really crappy and then he like out of like through me praying and talking to him and stuff just makes me like feel completely different. So that's always totally awesome when he does that. I love it. So anyways, now I'll talk about this dream that I had. It was pretty short, but I feel like it was pretty significant. Um, so what it was is that I was on like a charter bus, like a big, huge, like nice charter bus, and and there was all the seats were filled, and I was kind of in the back, and um, I'm sitting down, but I'm looking like above the seat that is in front of me so that I can see out the front window of everybody, like all the cars in front of me and stuff. And I noticed that like all the cars that were in front of me and trucks that were in front of me were all like crashing into each other. And um, in the dream, I felt like us on the bus were like, had like an urgency, like we were in a hurry to get wherever we were going, which I don't know where it was, but we were in a big hurry to get where we were going. And so, anyways, so we're driving, and in front of us is like if it was like a line of vehicles and stuff like that, they're like crashing into each other, and then some of them are turning sideways, and then there was like an 18-wheeler that turned sideways, and now we're driving through this, like somehow miraculously we're not hitting anybody and nobody's hitting us, and we're like barely even having to maneuver because all the accidents are happening like along the side of us. I mean, still on the road, not like on the side of the road. It's kind of hard to explain, but we're like, it's like there was like a pathway, like a very thin pathway made for us to be able to fit through and like maneuver a little bit around. Even an 18-wheeler went sideways, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to hit into that and we're going to be stopped. Now, what was upsetting me in the dream, what I felt upset about in the dream was not that we were going to crash and that was scaring me, but I was more upset that we weren't gonna make it to our destination on time. That was what was in my mind, that like, oh my gosh, we have to get to where we're going, and I don't want this to slow us down, is what I felt like in my spirit in my dream. Not that I was scared about having a bus accident or anything like that, but that we were stopped or slowed down from our trip. So that's, oh, I almost forgot the most important part. So anyways, I put my head on the seat that's in front of me. So I was like this, like with my head like leaned, and my arm was up too on the seat like that. And as we started going through these car accidents, I just kept saying in my dream, please help us, Jesus, please help us, Jesus, please help us, Jesus, like over and over again, just asking Jesus to please help us. Now, I don't know the people on the bus. I didn't interact with them. I don't know if they were Christians or anything like that. So basically, my interpretation of the dream is that the bus is like the people on the bus were like the bride, and that we were on our way to being raptured. that was like our destination, and that there's all these accidents, and I feel like the accidents represent like all of these things going on in the world, like that we see, like prophecy being fulfilled. But they're accidents because in one way they're like distractions from our path that we're supposed to be on. I feel like the accidents can represent distractions, but I also feel like the accidents can represent like things that are going on that are not good in the world, like whether it be are Christians being persecuted in different in Middle East countries, or just false flags or terror attacks, or just anything that's been like when they ruled on the gay marriage, which let me just say, I feel completely in my spirit when that happened. I feel like it is definitely a game changer. Like I literally from that day forward have felt in my spirit that everything has shifted a different, like on a different level. Like I can't explain it, but it's just different. Spiritually, I mean. And we have to also remember that things that happen in the spiritual realm also then manifest in the physical realm. So I try to remember that also. Oh my gosh, I need to hurry up because my arms are killing me. But anyways, so, and also I looked up, okay, was I finished talking about, okay, so going, oh, and the other thing I wanted to say was also, I feel like that the little tiny path that we're supposed to be on is symbolic of the straight and narrow path that we're on. And also I feel like, well, not I feel like, but I looked up the symbol of what a bus means, and it can be symbolic of a large ministry for a Christian. So that's what that means. But I feel like also the bus can mean like, well, anyways, I don't know. So I think that's everything I was going to say. I'm going to try to read more of my, well, I'm not going to try to, I'm hopefully going to read more of my book later, either tonight or maybe before I go to work in my car. So I hope everybody has a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.